Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Today in this video I am going to discuss about control statements in Python programming. In previous video I told about the operators which we are used in Python programming. I discussed it like arithmetic operator, logical operator, relational operator, identity operator, and bitwise operator, membership operator. The operators which we have in Python I discussed it clearly in previous videos. Now in this video, we are going to learn control statements in Python programming, guys. Guys, if you want to execute a program or if you want to write a program, you need to maintain some statements in certain block to execute the block of code. And if you want to control the statements which you need to manage the statements or expressions, we go with control statements, guys. The definition of control statement here it is the control statements it is used to control the flow of execution of the program, guys. Flow of execution of the program. So for example, if you take this is one condition, guys. This is one condition. If you want to maintain the statements which are related to this condition, we go with control statements. Suppose here I written some statements like one, two, three, three statements I wrote here. Inside the block, this here we are controlling the statements to execute within a program. Suppose here in this case, if condition is false, we are not executing these three statements. We are controlling the execution of these three statements when the condition is false. For example, if the condition is true, we are going to execute these three statements. It means finally we are controlling the execution of the program is nothing but control statements in Python, guys. In Python, we have three types of control statement, guys. We have three types of control statements. One is conditional control statements, and one more is loop control statements, and finally we have branching statement, guys. Branching statement. In this video, completely I discuss about conditional control system. In coming sessions, I go with loop control statements and branching statement, guys. In this video, I am completely discuss about conditional control statements. Conditional control statement, guys. See, guys, you know how to control the statements. I mean, the definition, coming to like practical things and syntaxes. Conditional control statements are used to control the flow of execution, flow of execution of of the program, guys. Flow of execution it will control. In conditional control statements, we have uh, four more subheadings, guys. First one is we have if control statement. We have if control statement, guys. We have if control statement, and one more is if else control statement, guys. If else control statements we have, and uh one more is nested nested if control statements. One second. One is a simple if, guys. One is a simple if, and the second one is if else, and the third one is elif, guys. Third one is elif, and the second one is if else, guys. These are the control statement. Simple if, guys. This one, simple if. We have four more conditional control statements in Python programming. One is simple if, and one is if else, and one is elif, and finally we have nested if, guys. Coming to simple if, guys. Coming to simple if syntax, we have syntax like if colon if colon if colon if colon statement 1, if colon statement 1 and statement 2 and statement 2 and so on and so on guys and so on. Here statement 3 for example. See guys, if we talk about simple if condition, if we talk about simple if, the syntax we have, this is if syntax guys, this is the format we have to write if, and we are applying indentations. These two semicolon is indentation guys. It represents indentation in Python programming represented to describe a block of code guys. If you want to write a block of code, we go with indentation. We go with indentation, guys. This is the statement 1 and this is statement 2, statement 3, statement 4, statement 5. These are the block of code, guys. These two statements comes under if block, guys. These two statements comes under if block. And this statement 3, this statement 3 comes under out of the loop, guys. Suppose, for example, if we take, if the condition is false, if the condition is false, this statement 1 and statement 2 will not execute, guys. The statement 1 and statement 2 will not execute. It directly, it directly come out of the loop and it will execute the statement 3, guys. This statement 3 is in the out of the loop, guys. This is the out of the loop and this indentation, these two statements comes under block of the code, guys. This is inside the indentation, this is outside the indentation. So this is out of the statement, this is the inside statements. Condition is true, it will execute inside statements. Suppose if condition is false, it will execute out of the loop, guys. This is about simple if, guys. If you want to check or if you want to perform any condition, if you want to check any condition is true or false, you go with simple if, guys. You go with simple if. Just only if you want to check only one condition based on true or false, you go with simple if, guys. Suppose if we take suppose if we take uh, if else, suppose if we take if else, guys. If else, guys, suppose, guys, here I will show you syntax, then you can understand better what is else, not if, not if else, guys. Else, it is else. Here I mention if else, right? It is only else, guys. It is only else. Else, these are the 1, 3, 4. These are the statement 1. The statement 1, 1, 2, 3, 4. This is the statement 2 and the statement 3, guys. This is statement 3, guys. Guys, this is the syntax of else condition, else control statement, else conditional control statement, guys. Here, suppose, guys, if you take example like a simple if, we have syntax like if colon, this is one statement 1, this is statement 2, and this is statement 3, guys. If the condition is true, if here in the case, in this case, if the condition is true, it will execute these three statements, guys. It will execute whatever statements we retain inside the block, it will execute. When it will execute the statements inside the block means when the condition is true. Suppose if the condition is false, it will execute the false statement. That false, if the condition is false, means we have to check the condition is false or not, right? For that purpose, if you want to check the condition is false, you go with else statement, guys. You go with else condition. You go with else condition. Here, I will write like, for example, if I take if A greater than B, if A greater than B, here I am taking print A is bigger, A is big, Here I am printing A is big, guys. For example, here if suppose if A is not greater than B and here suppose B greater than A means this condition is true means it will execute the print A, it will execute. Suppose if this condition is false means it go with it move into else statement. It move into else statement. Whatever steps we written here, I mean, what are the statements we wrote here, we written here, it will execute when the condition is false. When the condition is false, it will move to else statement. When the condition is true, it will execute if statement. This is the difference between if and else, guys. If condition is false means condition false means it go with else statement. Condition is a true means it execute if statement, guys. It will execute if statement. And coming to next one, we have elif, guys. We have elif. We have elif, guys. Guys, this if condition and else condition used to perform only one condition, guys. These are used to perform only one condition. Suppose if you want to check multiple condition, I want to check uh, if A greater than B, I want to check. This is one condition. And again, I have to check A greater than C or not, I have to check. Again, I have to check whether B is greater than or C. If I want to check multiple condition with the same variables you keep aside. If you want to check multiple conditions, you go with elif statement, guys. You go with elif statement. Here I am in the first case. In the first case, I am checking one condition A greater than B or not. Suppose if A not greater than B means it will execute this elif statement. It will go with elif statement. And again, this is elif is similar to if condition, guys. It is similar to if condition. Why we are using elif means if suppose if condition is fail and I have to check some one more if condition, then we go with elif condition, guys. Then we go with elif condition. If you want to check multiple condition in the same content, you go with elif. Here I am checking again A greater than or C. For example, here again you think that A is not greater than C. Here A not greater than B, then it move to elif condition. And again you are checking A greater than C or not. Again it is showing it is not greater than. And then again you are checking that B greater than C or not. Again here we have to use elif condition. Here we have to use elif condition. Again, we are checking here B greater than C or not. It is showing that, yeah, that these about two conditions false. And here it is, for example, this is just example, guys, not real values. And here the third elif condition B greater than C. If it is true, it will execute these the statements which we written in the elif block. Suppose if this condition is also fail means if it is also fail, then we go with else condition. Then we go with else condition, guys. Then we go with else condition. When we have to move else condition means if the conditions is false, then we go with else condition. If condition is true, we go with if statement. If you want to check same statements for if you want to check multiple times, if you want to if you want to check A greater than B and A greater than C and multiple times if you want to check means you go with elif condition, guys. You go with elif condition, guys. This is the how if and elif and else statement will come into the picture. This is the uh, explanation regarding if statements. I mean control statement. If simple if else and elif. The syntax, if we take syntax here, um, if if condition is true, one, two, three, four. If it is true, it will print statement one. Again, we are checking one more condition. Condition statement two. Again, I am checking one more condition. Condition uh, statement three. And finally, I am checking false. Finally, I am moving to false. Finally, I am moving to false because if about three statements are false, then it will move to false statement. I mean else statement it will move. Suppose if any one of the condition is true means it will consider that condition only. It will consider that true condition only. If condition one is true, it will consider statement one. If condition one is false, it move to condition 2. If condition 2 is true, it will execute statement 2. Suppose if condition 2 is false, it will move to condition 3 and it will check condition 3 is true or false. Again, if it is true, it will execute statement 3, and if it is false, if condition 1, 2 and 3 are false means finally it move to else statement. This is about simple if and else and elif, guys. Coming to coming to nested if, guys. Guys, if you want to perform same if conditions inside the if you want to perform, for example, if you take this is if condition, I am taking that if a greater than b or not. Here I am checking. Here I returned some statements. Here again, instead of writing statements, again you are checking one more condition inside the if condition. This is the actual command line, but here I am giving four spaces, one, 2, 3, 4 spaces. Why we need to take these four spaces means this is indentation, guys. By default, after applying indentation, the cursor will come to this place, guys. It will it will skip these four places and cursor come to this place automatically. When you use indentation in Python means the cursor automatically it will comes to the fifth position. I mean it will leave four spaces before the cursor. Then here again we are checking. Here again we are checking. Here again we are checking if. Again we are checking if b greater than b. B greater than it. This is the nested, guys. Uh, if inside the if, this is second if, this is first if inside the if, it is nothing but nested if. And again we can combine this elif. You can combine this elif, and finally you can use else statement. Then you can use else statement. You can also use inside the if inside if we are using if means that is nested if, guys. That is nested if we come to syntax about nested if condition one, if condition one, 1 2 3 4, and again we are checking if condition 2, if condition 2. Here we are um, 1 2 3. Here we are performing statements, guys. Here we are performing statements. Statement 1, statement 2. This is the statement 1 and statement, guys. And again, if I write here statement 3 and statement 4. Statement 4. See, guys, observe this syntax. We can understand what is nested if. Here this is the main if condition. If condition is true, if condition is true, it will comes to this condition. Again, it will perform, it will testing one more condition, it will test. Even though the condition 2 is also true, it will execute statement 1 and statement 2, guys. For example, if condition 1 is true, if condition 1 is true and condition true 2 is false, it won't execute this statement 1 and statement 2. It directly move to statement 3, guys. It will move to statement 3. When it will move to statement 3 means if both the conditions true means then only it will print statement 1 and statement 2. If any of the condition, I mean if condition 1 is false means it will print statement 3. This is if any of condition is false, it will print this is statement 3. And if you want to write the statements, uh, if you want to write the statement out of the loop, then you go with statement 4. Eh, the statement 4 will not depend on if conditions. It will not depends on conditions, guys. It is the, this is command line and we are starting here. Here I am checking condition, but here I am not checking any condition, but simply I written here step 4. Without without relation to the any condition, the statement 4 will execute. This is syntax about nested if, guys. If we take a few problems related to these conditional control statements. mm, I forgot. We have one more conditional statement, guys. Called one more statement called match conditional statement. Match conditional control statement, guys. This is match control statement in uh, in Java and C. In Java and C program also we have match statement. Here in coming to Python, match is also one of the control statement, guys. The syntax of match statement is the syntax of match statement is, for example, mm, match uh, match I am providing here a condition I am providing, uh, not it is condition, it is value statement 1, statement 2, guys, statement 3. See, guys, if you take a match statement in Python, here it is checking. Suppose if I want to perform one operation like this is numerical value. For one, the Roman number is like this. Yes or no, guys? The one uh, normal number is this one, and this is numerical values like in alphabets. For two, Roman number is I, two I's. For three, Roman number, this one, three. See, guys, these are the Roman numbers for normal integer. For suppose, if we take example like, uh, I want to print to student one details, or student two, student three means, mm, here first we have to write match value. Suppose here I written that one is my value. If it will match based on the given condition, if it is matched means it will execute these statements, and again it will move to new statement, guys. Um, After doing program on this concept like match, then you can understand better, guys. Only in theoretical part, if you want to understand, it is a little more a little difficult to understand you. Then it is better to practice programs on match. Then at that time I will explain you based on the programming, based on the code, then you can understand better bit more. These are the statements we have in Python, guys. I mean conditional control statements. Conditional control statement. We have one is simple if, else, and elif, and a nested if, and simple if, guys. These are the syntax of simple if, and else statements, and elif statements, and nested if, guys. And nested if. These are the conditional control statements in Python programming, guys. For example, if you take one small example, then you can better understand how to use these I mean control statement, why we need to use control statement, and how to use this control statement, that you can get it by observing the programming part with example, that it will be better to understand easily, guys. Let's move into one small program related to conditional control statements. Here I am typing that, mm, write a program, to check, uh, which one is big among two, among two. Yeah, the statement what I given to you is, suppose if I take a equal to 10, b equal to 20. Here I am checking condition by using conditional control statements, and I am performing the operations. My target here it is, if it is which one is big among two. Among these two, I have to print which one, which value is greater. Here I taken 10, here I taken 2. Let's see what will happen once if we check which number is biggest. I mean which value is highest value when compared to another value. I am opening right now. Ideally, this is very simple to download from the code. It is free and open source, guys. You can download at any point of time, then you can use it. Here I am taking that. Write a program to find given two numbers, which number is big one. Here I want to check it that. Um, for example, new session. I'm not require new session. I will add previous sessions. Here I am taking a, guys. For a variable a, I am inputting one value, and input function always treated as string. And again that string I am converting to the integer, guys. Then I have to write int of integer of enter a number one. Enter number one, guys. Mm, enter number one, and b equal to int of input, no, not like this. In first syntax I did a mistake. I will correct it. Input of enter second number, or either maybe number two. Number two. Here I have to change this. to int of input of. Guys, here I am taking that uh, two numbers, one is A and one is B. One is one is A and one is B, guys. I have to perform among two, I mean A and B, which one is bigger one. I have to check which one is bigger one. Here I'm taking by using conditions. Just now I said by using conditions we can control flow or we can execute the block of code based on the condition. Here I am taking that I am checking condition by using simple if. If greater than if A greater than B is true, print print A is bigger. A is bigger, guys. Suppose if I want to check a false condition, you can simply use else and semicolon. Else and semicolon. And I am printing that print C is bigger one or not. We have to check. And after using if and ellipse, this is simple programming to understand simple if, guys. To understand simple if. Here Here I'm taken one input called A variable and B as a variable. Here I'm performing the condition. The condition here it is A greater than B or not. If you want to, after checking A greater than B and it is satisfies means it will execute the statements which are related inside this block, and this else statement it will execute. Suppose if condition 1 is false, it will directly move to the else statement. This is the state programming related to um, conditions, related to conditions, guys. Control condition statements. Here I am executing the program and I am performing number 1 as a 10 and number 2 as a 5. See, guys, here what it is showing. A is bigger. A is bigger, guys. This is about conditional control statements. And inside the conditional control statements, we have one few more statements like simple if and else and elif, guys. Elif, guys. And one more is match. One more is match. And if you take one more example, guys, if you take one more example, here I am checking that if a person is eligible for vote or not. A person is eligible for vote or not. Person is eligible for vote or not, I have to check. Guys, generally, for every person, if he or she have 18 years means, then definitely he or she is uh, is ready to vote because these two members are have voter ID cards. I have to check whether she is eligible for vote or not based on the age, guys. For example, if you want to check age of other people, I mean age of the major, if you want to check means at first we need to create one we need to create one variable to input variable to input the value, guys. Uh, Variable to input the value. Here I am taking age as a variable. I am converting into of input of input of enter a age, guys. Enter age. I am here I given as a prompt, and I am using the condition whether that age is eligible for vote or not. I am using if statement age if age greater than or equal to 18, then you print then you print, yeah, um yeah, eligible for vote. Eligible is enough. And I am using else condition. Suppose if above if condition is true, it will move to else condition. Here I am printing uh, not eligible. Here I am printing not eligible for vote. And if we execute this program, it will ask enter your age. My age is 18 years. uh, for example, if you take age is 18, see he or she is eligible for vote. Why? Because he or she have 18 years or greater than 18 years, then that person is eligible for vote. For example, if I execute one more time, then you can understand difference between um, else and if condition. Here I am again. It is asking what is the age. My age here it is 6. If I take 6, here it is showing not eligible. Why? Because it is not eligible means the number given from that person, the number given by person is uh, not greater than 18, guys. That is the reason why it is showing not eligible for vote, guys. This is how to use the if statement and if condition and simple if and elif. This is one sample example related to um, conditional control statement. For example, if you take For example, if you take uh, the number which is bigger among three, the number which is bigger among three. For example, guys, here I am taking 3% and I am providing him a gift. Uh, if it is based on the condition, if it is true, it will give gift to that person. Suppose if it is false, Suppose if it is false, it won't execute that if statement. Uh, Here I am taking one more example uh, based on the among two numbers. Just now I checked that among two numbers, right? Um, um, where is my ideally? Here I performed age condition by using if and elif. And suppose again, if I want to give one more example, A equal to um, input of input of uh, enter a number. Again, I am taking B equal to int of input of enter a second number, enter second number. Here I am checking the condition uh, whether the amount to which one is big. I am using simple if A greater than B, uh, print what I have to print means uh, A is high, A is high. Again, I am checking else condition. This is false and the print uh, B is high. And we can use the statements inside. Suppose if we want to check one more condition, uh, suppose if I take one more input value like c equal to int of input of um, enter a number, enter a number I am performing. And here I am checking one more condition, then you can understand elif. Elif uh, A greater than B, right? A greater than C, A greater than C. I have to print, I have to print A is high. Again, if I take elif and condition, the condition is B greater than A. Uh, if it is true, I have to print B is greater. B is greater. See, guys, if you look on it, then you can understand better what is this program. For example, here I am taking that variable A one value, variable B as one value, C as one value, guys. Here, suppose if you assume the values which you want to assume, so here I am taken 10, here I am taken 20, and here I am taking as 5. 5 I am taking. After inputting these three values, I am performing the condition A greater than B or not. A is greater than B or not. Here the A value is 5, B value is 20, C value is 10. The A, it means 5 greater than 20. It is right or wrong? It will wrong. It is wrong. It is wrong. Again, I am performing A greater than C or not. A greater than C means 5 greater than 20, 5 greater than 10. Here, here also the condition is false. Why? Because the 5 is less than 10. Again, I am performing one more condition. Again, I am checking one more conditions by using elif, and again I perform. Suppose in finally these two statement got, error said I got, and the third statement, I mean these two conditions are not true. I am going to one more condition. Here I am performing one more test and one more condition I am performing. Then I am printing the values. Then I am printing the values, guys. This is about, one small examples related to uh, conditional control statement, guys. If you want to practice more problems on Python programming, you go and practice in CodeChef, HackerRank, and Lead Code, and lead code, coach of HackerRank, and W3 schools also providing online platforms. There you can practice problems related to the concept which I mentioned here. This is the about this is all about I mean this is all about conditional control statement. In tomorrow's session, I come up with a new topic called loop control statement. After completion of these three statements, then we can practice a few more problems related to conditional control statements. And if we take normal conditional control, we have simple if, else, and elif and nested if. By these are the syntax related to the uh, conditions. Once condition is true, it execute block of code. Once condition is false, it won't execute block of the code. That's all for today, guys. Let's see tomorrow. If you are like, if you are okay with my video and explanation, uh, if it is okay with you, please share to your friends and subscribe to my YouTube channel and follow my YouTube channel. Daily you will get new updates when I will upload a video in YouTube. And subscribe it and share to your friends which are eagerly waiting to learn Python from basics to scratch in student explanation way. You share to your friends also. That's all for today, guys. See you later. Thank you.